How's it going, guys? Welcome back. We're going to be playing a little bit more Strategic Command in the Battle of Okinawa. So, let's see how far we make it. We completed quite a lot in the first part. If you guys haven't seen that, just go into the video manager, and this episode is 2 or 3 videos ahead of that one, so you'll find it pretty quickly. That being said, we are trying to make it to Naha right here. And I know we all agreed that getting through the jungle here and breaking the line is going to be the most important thing. So I'm going to keep on trying to sort of lessen the amount of men in that particular sector, see if we can't eventually charge in there and take it out. But they've actually managed to hold on pretty well. Again, the terrain here is mangrove swamps. It's actually tropical mountain, but it's tropical mountain mangrove swamps. It's just a total hell of an island, essentially. So what I want to do here, I want to grab one of these units, specifically the 32nd Regiment. We're getting some of our Marines a little bit closer when they were quite far away before. And we've also got some bombers here, as well as some artillery pieces that should be able to make things a little bit easier for us at the very least. Let's go ahead and move up into that fort. Okay, so that's Unaha. That's one of the forts, and obviously they dropped some booby traps there, no surprise. See if we can get rid of that gun. Weren't very lucky this time. How's it going, guys? Good to see you. It's going to be weird getting through here. I don't know why, but it's really hard for us to turn right on this particular area. Okay, first things first, I'm going to try to sort of lessen the defense points here of this artillery, and I'm going to attack with the 27th Regiment. It's actually a collection of 2 regiments. Yeah, we're going to push the tank through. I was a little bit tempted to give him some replacements, but I see the possibility of getting these guys forward. The 5th Marine Special Forces. And beautiful. We just took that fort out. That's exactly what we wanted. I would hate to move a unit here, well, our HQ unit here, because problems could arise. If there's any way we can get any other unit in that spot, I will send them. Still some defensive artillery here from the Japanese. Let's see. So we still have a few of these guys moving north. We're trying to capture Yaitake, but we can also capture it by leaving this area here. It's just going to take us a little bit longer than we expected. Let's actually see if we can get those transports, and I think we have to actually be at the port to get a proper amphibious transport. Yep, sure enough. So let's go ahead and reinforce first. Make sure that these guys are at max strength before we send them out to the north in the Motobu Peninsula. Now we're getting to some more temperate forests. Really interesting climate on this island. How, like, in the south, you've got sort of a tropical thing going on. Once you get up to the center of the island and the north, it's really more of just a temperate forest. All right, let's see. We got a bomber here. Still going for that gun, guys. Nice. Another gun taken out. Yeah, nice. They actually got a pretty decent hit there on that infantry unit. I don't know if you guys saw that, but when it was highlighted, I think I saw a katana there. That would make sense. Alright, let's take a shot at the infantry here. And again, if we didn't have all of this support during this battle, there is no way we would have gotten this far. It is a huge, huge reason why we're doing well. And you can see now why the Japanese really asked for significant kamikaze attacks during this battle, because, you know, if they were able to knock out all of that naval support, there is a very good chance that this battle could have been won by the Japanese. It was still, of course, as many people know, a very difficult battle nonetheless for the Americans. Another shot here. Nice hit. Really nice hit there. And it looks like we can get another shot as well. I love it. If we can knock out, you know, some of these more serious units with just battleships, that is going to be beautiful. Hey, King Francis Alexander. How you doing, bud? Not much, not much. Yeah, I've been a little bit busy just in terms of what I've wanted to put on the channel. Things have been pretty slow this week. We didn't do a schedule because, again, I'm pretty busy this week with family, a lot of other things. So I didn't want to give you guys a definite schedule and disappoint anybody. But yeah, man, it's interesting. I really like that new game, Phantom Doctrine. I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at that on the channel. I'd like to do something with it, but we really need to wrap up all of our series first. So I think that's going to be my focus this and next week, is just see if we can't complete all of our series on the channel, or at least a good portion of them. Beautiful. Broke through again. I don't know if any of you guys heard that mundane Matt thing that occurred. Does anybody follow YouTube drama, or am I the only one? Let's push through here, and I'm going to attack that HQ division, Shigeki's HQ. So we're absolutely breaking through now. We're actually through the second line of defense, not technically, but not really, because they've still got a tremendous amount of defenses here. But things are certainly looking pretty good for us. Should make sure that all these guys are going to be able to leave. Okay, let's turn it over to the Japanese. And what do you know? More rain. Something that never stops in this area. So I'm thinking if we take Shuri Castle, you know, I was under the impression that that would be enough, that would be sufficient for us to own this southern part, but there's no way, because we've still got Headquarters Cave that I pretty much forgot about. And now that we're starting to see artillery here, they definitely have a second line of defense here. Nonetheless, we're trying to weaken the existing one, so let's fire at this tank battalion and just try to damage it beyond repair. Because of the fog of war, we can't actually see how many men are in the tank battalion, but I'm going to just dedicate all of my firepower onto that thing. All right. Go to work, boys. Direct attack with our tank on that artillery position. And Maida Ridge is heavily damaged from combat. So really that first part is almost entirely in under our control. We're going to begin an attack with the 32nd Regiment here. And Kochi is heavily damaged from combat. That is the area where we just landed. Or not landed, but where we moved our men. Unfortunately, that gun didn't really take any damage at all. And these Marines right here are having a really tough time. They're being attacked from multiple HQs here. I really want to hurt one of those HQs, but I think the most important thing is to get rid of that anti-tank gun. So, let's open up. Good shooting, boys. Keep it up. Probably want to reinforce this tank. But those reinforcements aren't going to come easy, especially not out here in the jungle. So, we might have to just keep on pushing. Sorry, boys. But that's the safe thing to do here. Push forward. Oh, he's not going to be able to push forward. All right, let's move the tank over here in that case. And we'll start firing with some artillery guns back here. He should be able to wipe this thing out. Or at least greatly reduce its efficacy. Let's get some bombers. Ooh. Thank goodness there's no friendly fire. One, guys. One more excellent or successful attack, and that thing is finished. Beautiful. So, as you can see, during this battle, our artillery and our Air Force have done so much for us. How's it going, Gaming Kittens? Good to see you, bud. And the same is true with the actual battle itself. It's just incredible. They have, you know, managed to actually take out entire positions, which is pretty rare for Air Force and artillery to do, simply because you don't usually have this much at your disposal. But we have so much. The Japanese on this island, I have to give it to them. You can't doubt one thing about the Japanese defending. They are brave, extremely brave. The fact that they would weather the storm with all of these ships off the coast on such a small island, all of this artillery firing at them on a constant basis is, to me, absolutely amazing. And keep in mind that Okinawa was really when, I wouldn't say when kamikaze attacks begun, but when kamikaze attacks were openly asked for in mass quantities. And it was because the Japanese pretty much knew that they were on the verge of defeat. And this was kind of their last chance to maybe get a little bit of revenge. Yeah, we're not going to be doing much moving this turn. Push these guys through. These guys as well. We could start hitting the HQ divisions right now, but I'm thinking the tank division is going to be what we want to go for. You know what? Let's put the Fear of God into them. Let's hit that HQ division. I would be surprised if they don't have any AA, though. Gotta have some sort of anti-air. Yeah, definitely. We just took a little hit there. And over here, we're gonna have to keep our boys moving, but it doesn't seem like we have any Japanese contact here. In fact, if you look at the map down here, you can actually see that we control that central part of the island. So we're eventually gonna come across some enemy units for sure. We just haven't. So I'm going to keep pushing. And let's see if we can start getting some of these guys off. Amphibious transport. Amphibious transport. As you guys can see, if we want to get off to the north here, this is how we're going to have to do it. Yeah, it's not an easy process. Definitely takes a while just to move that smaller group of men. Grippo, what you should do is send the planes to destroy the units in the back. Could do that. Hey, Gabriel. Good to see you, man. Yeah, you're reminding I should do another Croatian Legion video soon. We go. Let's attack Fujioka's HQ. The HQs are putting up a really good fight. I have got to give it to the HQs, which makes sense. I mean, they're trying to defend all their commanding officers here. Unbelievable, man. 5th Marine Special Forces. Not even they can move Fujioka's HQ. These guys are true samurai. Alright, can we reinforce? It doesn't look like it. I think I'm going to play it cool for now. I'll just wait till next turn when we get some more bombardment capabilities, and we might just throw all of our shots over at the HQ to see if we can take at least one of them out. So for once, all of the enemy artillery is missing us completely, which is a good feeling. And they're pretty much just kind of up against a wall. Oh, you've always got to bring us down with War in Bosnia stories, don't you, man? Jeez. Okay, let's fire. Again, I'm targeting that HQ specifically. I'm sick of them getting away with murder, literally. As you can see, we are damaging the structure, ostensibly, but we are not damaging the unit. He's fine. The structure he's in is falling apart around him, but he is just A-okay. I'm going to send one of my tanks here to confront the enemy tank, and look at that, of course. Within only a few turns, they managed to get all of that, all of those reinforcements back. Guys, by the way, do me a huge favor. Can you drop the link to this stream in our Discord server? I should have, but I did not announce this on Discord. I know a few people were really enjoying this series, so let's try to get them involved. Man, look at that. We cannot make a dent. So, yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about with the Ustasha. We're talking about specifically at the Croatian Legion, which I learned not necessarily part of the Ustasha. Although many of them were. Man, getting through those HQs is hell. Yes, many times, Gaming Kittens. Many times. We finally damaged that HQ, man. That took so long. Let's hit it with some battleships here. Some cruisers. They are incredible in their ability to withstand damage. Yeah, they were extremely brutal. The Ustasha were really bad. Ethnic cleansing, you know, all that stuff. Nice, we're finally doing some damage to that Fujioka's HQ here. But it took a lot of bombing. I know I'm getting that unit in a bad position, but it's only so that I can push more units in as quickly as possible. Nice. They're down to 3. I'm going to cry if they manage to retreat this guy and reinforce him, because we just lost an opportunity to take out a very important unit. Okay, now let's go to the north over here. Keep on pushing through. And at this point, we can converge to the west. I don't think there's anything we need to get in the northeast. Although it'd be a nice place to escape to if you're Japanese, because we have no interest in that area. So if I was a Japanese soldier, knowing that I would not want to die for the Emperor, I'd probably just run right up here and hide out in these mountains for a while. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to converge with all these guys. Put them together as like a single group, basically. And we'll start dropping on the beach with these other guys. So again, I'm assuming that Yaitake is going to be really well guarded, but we won't know until we get there. Okay, so artillery suffered some landing casualties, although as far as I can see in terms of the fog of war here, don't see any enemies. Let's not get too happy yet, though. That could change pretty damn quickly. In fact, I'm going to start softening up Yaitake. There's definitely an HQ division there. Okay. It's going to be a rough second line of defense. Nice. Yeah, I played both of those games a lot. Okay. I think we end the turn. Nope. Still got a few moves to make with these guys. It's really hard to actually get to these front lines just because of the terrain. It's almost impassable. but we're managing to get some more troops in. And we definitely want to send everybody we can for the final assault. Oh boy, we got rain. That's never good for us. It's always good for the defender, because he's basically staying in place and we are consistently moving, so he definitely benefits from the rain here. We're getting some nice defensive artillery here. And I think we might just be able to waste that HQ, guys. I'm guessing Fujiwaka was killed in battle if he's a proper Japanese commander. Okay. Time to finish that HQ off. No! Okay. Definitely want to get this tank out of here. He's not doing well. But this tank is doing really well. So I'm going to hit the HQ division. Again, I want to make sure this thing goes away. Kind of like this person calling right now. Here we go. And let's see if the 381st... Actually, we'll move the 381st back to get some reinforcements for them. And we'll move forward with the 383rd to see if they can finish off Fujioka's regiment. It's actually, is it a regiment or a brigade? I don't know. Alright, nice. Push through here as well. Okay, fire again. And again, I think here the best thing to do is try and pick off the weakest unit. They've got a lot of strong units here, so we're going straight for Shuri Castle. And look at that, Japan loses 1 MPP. That's just because of the damage to Shuri Castle. For those of you history buffs, you can look up Shuri Castle. I'm fairly sure that losing it was sort of like a sign of disgrace to the Empire. It was the Emperor's property, of course, hence the castle title. And I think that's why the Japanese really fought to the very end to hold this particular area. Now, if we can take Shuri Castle, I think that's going to bring a lot of morale to our side. Still have to worry about that annoying enemy tank division, though. It's really frustrating. Nice. All right, boys. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be attacking this turn, but next turn, we'll be able to actually rock and roll. Look at that. And I'm also going to try to weaken the tank division here. That's going to be a pretty big threat. Whoa, we got them down to 1. Unfortunately, we cannot attack this turn. All of our units have already attacked, and they're not moving out of the way, because that would definitely be an easy steal. We could still finish off that infantry unit, so why not? The IMB Regiment. Nice. Now, they'll probably send another unit there, obviously, to defend it. It'd be great if we could push someone through, but that's just not going to happen. I want the American flag flying high over that damn castle. Yeah, we're going to move these guys back too. We're not doing so well on that northern approach. And there's no point in getting these guys killed for no reason. So for now, we'll pull back. We're still moving more men forward, of course. Got plenty more guys coming to the battlefield. Nice. I figure they'll be able to repair that thing pretty easily, but nonetheless, it's always good to do a little bit of damage here to them. Soften them up. Hey, Icon Rostov and ID Jester. How you doing, guys? Welcome to the stream. Getting him down to 7. It's looking better and better. And we're actually going to move this artillery a little bit closer. I love our Air Force. They are so good. It's insane. And, of course, our Navy, too. I mean, this battle, the Air Force and the Navy are the, to me at least, the heroes. It's like how modern wars are fought. Just an unbelievable amount of, you know, ordnance dropped on the enemy is what really accomplishes the battle. At least we thought so until we got to Afghanistan and Iraq and realized that guerrilla wars don't work that way. But in this case, it certainly works that way. Pushing north. All right, Nagoya is under our control. And we're getting closer to Yaitake. So far, no resistance at Yaitake, which is really actually scaring me a little bit. Because what I'm thinking is we're going to expect no resistance, and as soon as we get here, they're going to be just totally dug in. No way for us to break through. That's another reason why I continue to bombard this area, even though we can't really see what's there. We know that there's this division there, the HQ, but we don't have any information on it. Okay, we're getting closer. Oh, okay, so we're starting to spot some of their defenses. They've got a gun right there. And, oh, we can't get the amphibious transport yet. And guys, getting a transport only works if we've got a dock. So for instance, if we got a transport, and we had this, where's the dock? This dock under our control, we could bring the unit all the way here and drop him there, but that's not what we want. We want something that's going to be able to drop this guy off wherever we want. So that's unfortunately the amphibious transport as opposed to the regular transport, and that's what we need, so we are going to wait. The distance there, there's no way we can get that shot. Yeah, we have fired just about everything. Okay. San Francisco is hit by a kamikaze attack. Yep, we're going to start losing some of our ships. Salt Lake City is hit by a kamikaze attack. Unbelievable. Take care, Gaming Kittens. Thanks for watching, man. Germany surrenders. The war in Europe is over. It's a bit of good news, although not for us. We are still fighting. Man, how disappointed would the guys on the Pacific be? Like, so Saj, does that mean we get to go home? Not exactly. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's not good news. And of course, they took Shuri Castle right away. But let's see what we can do here. I actually don't care if we have to wait for Shuri Castle, as long as we get rid of that tank division. This rain is going to make things a little easier for them. Oh, we got lucky. It is not raining anymore. Wow. I did not expect us to do that poorly. Let's see if the bombers can change something. They've been so good at hitting these tanks. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Beautiful. And of course, now we move right in with the 7th Marines. Really want to retreat with these guys, but we cannot get out. We're stuck. So all ordnance now goes right to the castle to try and push this enemy back. I love how they lose MP every time we destroy something. My Emperor, we have lost the vase. Very sorry. Boom. Nice. But really what's going to damage them is going to be the air attacks. Looks like the ships can only do so much. And that actually kind of makes sense. When you think about it, the trajectory of, like, you know, a ship opening fire, sort of like vertical. But if you've got a bomber, you can actually get, like, right on top of the enemy and just drop every single bomb you've got on a target that you've already sort of predetermined. So I think that's going to be the key here to breaking through. Don't think our guys are going to be able to break through this turn, but I've been surprised before. See, that defensive artillery is going to make it very tough. Not a bad try, but sadly just not enough. I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to hold position with the 4th Marines, guys. Look at that. All we need is one attack. We're going to attack with this really badly damaged 382nd Regiment. But we could lose them. Well, we didn't lose them, but they didn't exactly do anything. Let's see if the tanks can make it. Come on, boys. And there we go, guys. Shuri Castle is under our control. Gotta love that American flag flying over that, that particular structure. They are not getting it back. There's no way. That's got to heavily affect their morale, too. Now, the next pain in the ass is going to be taking Naha, which is not an easy location to take, this port right here. In the meantime, I'll reinforce some of these units that have been damaged by combat, so that they can get back in the fight as soon as possible. But you can see that the actual skill level of the Marines is disappearing, and that's because we're bringing in basically greenhorns to replace the veterans. So you can imagine, that doesn't usually work out very well. Okay. So now how do we get to Yaitake is the question. Looks like our tank pretty much knows how to get there, but I don't know if these rocks are something our infantry can climb. Gotta be able to. We just have to get a little bit closer. Your move, Japan. Let's see how this goes. I don't know why it keeps raining during their turn. It's like monsoon season happens when they play, and then as soon as it comes back to us, everything's fine again. I guess I'm okay with that. Hi, Tiberius. How is Europe? Nobody. I don't support really anybody in that war. It's just an unfortunate, you know, it's unfortunate. It's really what it is. "13 turns remaining." I'm not sure. I mean, I think if the battle ended now, I'm fairly certain that it would still be a victory for us unless we have to take every single victory point. I don't think we do, though. I just think we have to have more victory points than the enemy. But yeah, I'd feel more comfortable if we took Yaitake. Let's move up here. Yudo Force. So this is a Special Forces, Japanese Special Forces squad. Not the kind of guys you want to mess with. They will not take prisoners. Well, most Japanese won't take prisoners. That's neither here nor there. So when you see that happening, an explosion but no damage to the unit, we are doing damage to the structure, which will help us ultimately because it'll be a little weaker when we attack, but the unit is still at a, you know, solid 10. They seem to be doing just fine, basically. Finally. And Udo is holding this northern reach. See if we have enough for the amphibious transport. Yes, we do. Okay, I think that's going to be our next target. Beautiful. Just a few more hits with some bombers, and we might not even have to fight that guy. Yeah, I mean, with that barbed wire, it's very hard even for the 106th to break through. And they've still got some pretty good AT guns here. I don't know where they're getting all the ammo, though. You'd think they would have run out by now. Let's push this guy back. He needs reinforcements. And let's push the 5 through, even though I wouldn't typically attack with a 5. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And these are definitely desperate times. Shore leave for any ship that knocks out that regiment. Oh, come on. Please tell me they're going to give us the satisfaction of a kill on that unit. Man, that's unfortunate. He could absolutely reinforce there. I thought we were going to kill him. Oh, we still have some shots. Maryland. What about the Tuscaloosa? No, none of those cruisers or battleships managed to take out that last unit. That would have been a fun kill, though. Ooh, we might still be able to shoot with our tank here. Wow, really nice shot by the 193rd Armored Tank Battalion. That's great. And it looks like we can reinforce these guys a little bit so the enemy HQ doesn't wipe us out. That's probably a good idea. think we've done everything we can, at least in this area. They're fine, General Siberius. Yep, I sure do. Where in Europe are you? Okay, and the turn. You can see this southern area by Headquarters Cave is still littered with Japanese. Not so worried about the north, but that Headquarters Cave area would be tough, man. The war's not over for these men. Okay. Trying to see where we want to go with the attack. The castle's completely open, so technically we could push south and go right to Iwa and start heading for Headquarters Cave. But, you know, I think there's a lot to be, a lot of things to consider here in terms of what we should do next. So this is going to be part 2, of course, guys, of this particular Let's Play. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and watching. If you guys haven't seen part 1, you could take a look. It's, I think, the second or third video before this one in my video manager. Pretty easy to find. Nice. Rome is very, very nice. Make sure you head to the Colosseum and enjoy probably the best pizza you're going to have in the world. Although Neapolitan pizza is a little better. Roman pizza is very, very good. Ooh, Crete. Beautiful. So I've been to Greece many times. My favorite place in Greece is Thessalonica. I like Athens too, but I've never been to Crete, unfortunately. I really do want to go one day. Okay, folks, thank you again for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you on